on this joyful occasion. They would also like to express their thanks for your presence here on this special day to officially name the lovely baby daughter. This is an informal occasion, so please relax and remain seated. However, if your little ones do become vocal, don't worry if you have to wander off to quieten them down. Our ceremony should only last about 20 minutes. We're here today to welcome new life into the world, to formally name her and introduce her to the extended family and friends. My name is Steve Keneally, and I have been invited as celebrants from the British Humanists Association to lead this non-religious ceremony today. Humanists believe that every individual is unique, and as we can see, Alba has already had time to get used to her name and develop her own unique character. And although she is at a very early time in her life, I'm sure that she will engage in her own way with what is going on here and now. For many thousands of years, and in all human societies, the important events of life are marked with ritual and ceremony. And these take many diverse forms, but what they all have in common is the desire to mark the coming into the world of a child, a new life, and to acknowledge that child's identity with a formal giving of a name. It is an opportunity to welcome her to the family and its circle of friends, but maybe more importantly, it is also a time for the parents to voice their commitments to the child, to her welfare and future happiness. It is for all these reasons that Will and Beck have chosen to have this naming ceremony today. Humanists rejoice in the natural world and in an individual rights to make their own choices and live their own lifestyle, whilst maintaining a respect for the ways and beliefs of others. This will be in keeping with Beck and Will's outlook on life. They will encourage this child to develop her own ideas about what she chooses to believe in as she grows up. To witness the birth of a child is one of the most beautiful experiences in life, and is a joyous occasion, bringing hope, fear and wonderment in equal measure. Beck and Will have told me that they were both overwhelmed at the birth of their daughter. They have no doubt lost some freedom, nights out, lie-ins, and a good night's sleep are sadly just distant memories. Quite sad, really. Even though life seems to have become smaller, it's in a good way, and they've gained much more than they've lost. It's the little things in life that make a bigger difference. A first smile, and now especially with Alba's wake-up smile, or a first word spoken. It's those small milestones during a child's early years that make everything so worthwhile. Beck explained that previously she had thought of herself as not the maternal type, but everything's changed now and she can't wait to have more. It's the best thing that's happened. Since the birth, the parents have experienced all the things that new parents do: great happiness and exhilaration at her safe arrival, and an overwhelming sense of responsibility, a new awareness of the fragility of life and how precious it is, and determination to do the best for her. When I asked Will and Beck about Alba's personality, they explained that she's like her mother, feisty and knows her mind. She has a good sense of humour and tends to like her food and loves getting out and about. The family often take trips to their allotment to tend the chickens. Alba is also fond of their cats, and they are tolerant of her when she gives them a love. As we know, Alba has a pleasant personality, is evidently very pretty, and is invariably happy to greet you. Alba hates a few things: getting dressed, the word no, and anything that she can't have. Will and Beck have said that they hope she finds something that she enjoys doing, is confident, doesn't judge herself by her looks. They would hope that she has good values and morals and is not judgmental. They would like her to be happy and make her own mind up. And so this is an occasion for joyful celebration, a gathering of family and friends, a meaningful and important moment for our young parents and the supporting adults they have appointed. Beck and Will are delighted that many of their favourite people have been able to come here today to show just how much this child is loved. Some have had a long way to travel, and I know that there are several who fit that description and have come here from destinations far and wide, such as Will's sister, Julia, from Portsmouth, and then there's Spain, Edinburgh, London, Cumbria, and many friends from Buxton. Alba will also be fortunate enough to have plenty of aunties to make a fuss of her as she grows. Pat, Barbara, Alison on Beck's side, and Julia and Liz on Will's. Some members of the family are very important to a child, and I would particularly like to mention the grandparents, Will's mum and dad, Maria and Mike. They love helping out with Alba and have been very supportive. Beck's parents aren't here. Her mum, Vera, sadly died when Beck was 12 years old. But Beck has said that she would have loved to be here today. Nevertheless, Vera and the grandparents will live on through Alba, as she will have inherited many of your gifts and maybe even much of your personality. The chosen parents are also here. Sarah, Caroline and Clayton, and she will be hearing from them shortly. We now come to the most important part of today's ceremony, when Beck and Will state their commitment to their child. Rebecca and Will, will you please step forward? What names have you chosen for your child? And what pledges do you make for your child? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. We promise to teach you important values such as kindness, tolerance, respect, and honesty. And with great computer skills and obviously enjoying food. We're going to follow your dreams no matter how grand they may seem, and to gain the strength to ask questions and always be curious.
Albert, we promise to show you the love and support to help you achieve your goals, whatever they may be. To encourage you to do the best that you can, and to have the opportunity to have many adventures and learn about new things. We'll tolerate and help you through your tantrums, dramas and crises, which have already started. And we'll provide you with a home filled with love and laughter and shared with family and friends.
Thank you, Will and Beck. Now, Will would also like to share a poem with us.
Alba, this is to you. Okay, so Alba, you are a princess in my heart, and I care for you so much. I love the fondness in your eyes and your tender little touch. I looked at you when you were born and knew that straight away that I would be forever here to watch you grow and play. You bring to me a heart of joy and memories so great, and a powerful sense of fatherhood that no one can debate. I watch you sleep and dream of things that I can only wonder. That innocent look upon your face makes my heart grow fonder. I see you run and jump and shout and call out, Diddy. No love that I have ever known could ever feel so giddy. No suffering or tragedy nor deeply seated pain could ever overshadow the bond that we retain. And so, my little princess, before you go to sleep, remember I'm your daddy, and I'm yours to keep.
Very nice, thank you. As her parents, Beck and Will have now made special promises to Alba, and now I would like to acknowledge the role of their odd parents, Sarah, Caroline and Clayton, who have been especially chosen by Rebecca and Will. Sarah was described to me as level-headed, who is always able to give Rebecca advice. They have been friends since school, a listener who is also kind and adventurous. Caroline from Buxton is loud, mad and cheeky. She is also a down-to-earth person. She is good at negotiating, and if there are any problems, Alba's getting sent to her. Clay, who has travelled here from Spain, has been good to Will and is a lifelong friend, is kind, generous, thoughtful, good fun, likes partying, is loving, is always there. So you three have a very special part to play in this child's life, for you undertake a lifelong commitment here today to fulfil the role of friend, confidant, mentor and spiritual guide to this little girl as she grows and develops through life. All three guide parents were chosen because Beck and Will know that each of them, in their own way, will provide unconditional love, friendship, support and protection through good times and bad. Now our guide parents will state their promises to Alba. First, Sarah, please step forward.
That's good time. Alba, you are a very lucky little girl. You've got an amazing mum and dad and an extended family who will bring you up in love and laughter and kindness. I had a chance to take part in your life, which makes me very happy and proud. And you'll always have a loving and friendly place in my house with my little family. On your special name and day, I'd like to give you a gift so you can remember my promise.
And now Caroline's promises.
I don't need that, apparently. Alba, I promise you that I will always be there for you. I promise to teach you to love the Smiths and the Cure, and to reassure you you look fabulous with pink hair, despite what your mummy and daddy may say. My home is your home, and will always be welcome.
Thank you very much. Now, Clayton.
Alba, as you know, I live in Spain, so I promise you a route of escape, yeah? And my home will always be open for you, okay? And I want to help you through life and make sure that you make the most of it, and be there for you through all the good times and all the bad.
And now I ask you, Sarah, Caroline, Clayton, will you continue to offer love and support to Alba and her parents? Will you, regardless of the number of miles between you, offer Alba love and support as she grows from baby to child and teenager to adult? Thank you. In honour of Alba, Will and Beck will now light 3 candles. The light from the middle candle is symbolic for Alba's new life, and the warmth of the flame represents the warmth of the love and friendship for her. The outer candles represent the 2 families that are brought together today and the warmth with which she is welcomed into their lives. Lots of matches will be done. Now Caroline would like to share our final poem with us.
She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless clouds and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meets in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to God day denies, one shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek, and oh that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, will tell of days in goodness spent, and mind at peace with all below.
Very nicely, thank you. In many ancient societies, the knowledge of your true name is a powerful thing, and so not something to be divulged to strangers. The village elder would whisper the child's secret name in his or her ear for them alone to know. In our society, a first name is bestowed in public and in every sense defines who we are. Alba's name will be spoken softly and loudly, and in love and sometimes in anger. It will be shouted and whispered, cried, sung and written thousands of times. Her name will define Alba to her loves, her friends, her family and those that she meets throughout life. Now together we will formally name this child. Would everyone repeat after me? We name this child.
We name this child
Alba Hannah Goodwin.
Alba Hannah Goodwin.
And welcome her into our lives.
And welcome her into our lives.
Finally, will you all please raise your glasses to join me in wishing Alba a life of happiness, health, fun, adventure and love. To Alba.